What is going on, everyone? Before I want to get started on this video, I just want to show you the Ram hoodie that I got in. Mine just came in. Really good quality. I really like it. The quality is a little bit better than the Ram t-shirts. There's no black background on it. They're really good. So please help support the channel. Get yourself a Ram hoodie. Let's get started with the video. Now, my first couple thoughts are it's a cool. When I first saw it, it's a cool concept, but I don't think it's going to be what everyone's thinking it's going to be, because when the concept first came out, it was also detuned in power a lot. Like, it has a Hellcat motor in it. It's got big tires on it. It looks really cool. Yes, it is an off-road vehicle, but a lot of guys are not looking at it like that. They're looking at it like, you know, it's got a big motor and it's going to be it's got a Hellcat motor in it and it's going to be fast. I don't think it's going to be fast. That's just my opinion. I think the weight of the truck alone is going to be well over 6,000 pounds. If you get it, if it comes just the way that they did it from the concept, and it only has the 575 horsepower instead of the 707 horsepower that comes in the Hellcat, then I think it's going to, I don't think it's going to be fast, especially with the amount of weight it has. I don't think it's going to run, I say maybe a mid 13. Maybe a low 13 at best, but it ain't going to crack 12s. Not at that weight, not at that power level. It's just not going to happen. And I know a lot of guys are looking at it like, hey, if I get this, I got a Hellcat motor in my Ram, I can put small tires on this and that. Yeah, but then again, you're not getting it from the factory, and it's not going to do that number from the factory. Because you can do, anything can change as long as you start changing things out, and then you're not going to, can't say it's a bone stock vehicle once you start, like, doing things like that. I mean, yeah, you could reduce weight and stuff like that, considering you could say it's bone stock, but it's not from the factory stock. From the factory, it's got the tires, the big 30, I think they're 37s or 35s. They look like 37s in the videos. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. So, do I think it's going to be worth the money? Also, no, I don't. The Rebel, the stock Rebel alone is like 53 or 55, and this thing's going to become with a Hellcat motor. So at least 10 grand more, I'll say. And if it does have the 707 horsepower, that's awesome. I still don't think it's going to be as fast as people are saying. And I don't think it's going to, like, the off-road ability is going to be pretty cool. But you also have the, if you're going to spend that kind of money, why not get the Power Wagon? The Power Wagon is the best off-road vehicle. That thing is awesome. I know they did it because they want to fight the Raptor and stuff like that. But because the Rebel here that we have at Dodge Ram, it's not really it is competing with the Raptor, but it's not exact thing. The people look at it because the Raptor's got so much more power. It's like 450 horsepower, like 450 or 70 pound-feet of torque, and the Ram 5.7 still got the same 395 and 420 torque, 395 horsepower, 420 torque, and you know, the Raptor's in the 450s, and it's smoking the Rebel, stuff like that. And the Rebel's a much heavier vehicle as it is, being that the Fords are all aluminum. They are much, much lighter. And this Rebel TRX, if it comes out, is going to be even heavier. It's going to be well over 6,000 pounds without anyone in it. It's going to be pushing heavy-duty truck weight. And it's going to have a lot of power, but then big tires and everything else, it's not going to be that fast. If you race off-road, it may help. It may be cool, but I don't think anyone's really going to have this thing and take it off-roading and racing it off-roading. Like, you know, going up and down bumps, you're really going to take I think it's going to be up in the $75,000 range and price range, at least, considering what they have to do to the modifications, considering the price of the stock, fully loaded Rebel, to this thing with a Hellcat motor in it and all the extra modifications. It's going to be 75, 80 grand. It's not going to be worth the money. A stock one of them, if you want to rate, and I will, if someone gets one of them and has a Rebel TRX from the factory stock, I will run it down in my truck without being prepped. 4 doors, 4-wheel drive. I'll have full interior, all 420s on it, and I'll wipe the floor with that thing. I guarantee it. I don't care if it has 575 horsepower. Maybe if it has 707, it might give me a better run, but I just don't think it's happening. They may a little more out mile an hour on me, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I'll run it full weight because I don't think this truck's going to be worth the money that they're putting out. I think what they should do, if they want to actually have a truck that's a high-performance vehicle, put that in a single-cab sport truck. That will sell. You can lower the price. You don't got to be $70,000 truck. You can even do it in a 4-door sport truck like it was in the Ram SRT 10, because that motor has so much potential. But I would not put it in an off-road vehicle. This is my personal opinion. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool concept to do, but I won't put it in production. I don't think anyone's really going to buy it. You may have some guys that got the money that just to buy it because they can buy it, but you're not going to sell them like you do the regular Rebels, because the regular Rebels are 50 grand. They're fully loaded and they can go off-road. They got really cool features. This thing is going to be at least, I'll say 20 grand more, at least. I still think it's going to be pushing close into 80, and I don't think it's going to be worth it. It is, like I said, it's a cool truck. It's a cool concept. I'm glad that they're confirming it, because the Ram needed something different, I feel, because we've been having the same 395 horse, 420 torque. We haven't had, the new Rams don't even have a single cab. So I think it is cool they're doing it, and they're changing things up a little. But I think they should put the Hellcat motor in a single cab Ram, 2-wheel drive, and see what it could do. Because a single cab Ram, 2-wheel drive, the weight you can actually get down in the Hellcat range, and these, I guarantee you guys are going bone stock. There's going to be a couple guys out there that are easily going to run 10s in it. I guarantee it. Especially if you put a tire on it. Maybe not with 22s or whatever, 20s or something like that. But you put a Hellcat motor in a single cab 2-wheel drive Ram, plus some 355 or 392 gears on it, that thing's going to run 10s with just a tire. I can almost promise you that. It's going to be a little bit heavier, but do a little bit of prep and that thing's going to run. But the TRX, I think it's a cool truck, but I wasn't a fan of it when it first came out. Like I said, I'm not the fan of the... I like lifted trucks. I do like them. They're not my personal favorite. My personal favorite is the sport truck look. But this truck's just going to, like, you know... A lot of guys that even do the big lift and put the big tires on, they want to go to the drag strip because it's funner. Who doesn't want to go drag racing? Even though you have a big truck, you're driving around like that, that's awesome. But someone's going to go to the drag strip with it, and they're going to have some fun with it. But then they're going to be disappointed. Go like, I got this big, powerful motor, and you're only going to run mid-13s at best, I say. That's just I honestly don't think it's going to be much quicker than that because of the weight alone. Like I said, you put that in a single cab, different ball game. Single cabs are weighing mid-4, 4,600 pounds, full weight. This thing's going to weigh well over 6,000. I think some of the biggest, heaviest Rams, 4-door crew cabs are weighing over 6,000 pounds. And that's what, you know, this has got so much more done the way it's going to probably weigh 6,300, 6,400. Plus the motor. The motor's definitely heavier. The intercooler, the fluids for the it's going to be heavy. It may be pushing 65. It's going to be too heavy of a truck to get anything going. I know a guy that just did his own Hellcat motor swap on, I think it was a regular Rebel. Looked really cool. He was only running mid-13s, you know. And if this thing, like I said, only has the 575 horsepower detuned version of it, which I really hope they don't, because then it's going to be a real dud, in my opinion. I just don't. It's not going to be fast. If you actually do it for just off-roading, then yeah, it's going to be cool. You'll have one of the baddest off-road vehicles, but I don't think that's what people are looking at. People are looking at it because the Hellcat motor has been in the Red Eye. You know what I mean? It's been in the regular Hellcat, the Track Hawk, and now they're going to put it in the Ram, hoping they have 700 horsepower. They're going to go to the drag strip. Nobody, you know what I mean? You see any real off-roaders? Maybe there's been a couple Jeeps that put Hellcat motors in. I'm not too sure, but you got a Hellcat motor, you want to see how fast it can go, not how well it can go up and down bumps. So I mean, if they did that and just put maybe like the 6.4 SRT motor in the TRX, the concept, I think that'd be a great off-road vehicle, because then that would compete more with the Raptor. I think that'd be a great competitor for the Raptor. Both very similar in horsepower, close in weight. Well, the Raptor's going to still be lighter, but you know what I mean. I would not waste the time and the money on a Hellcat motor to put it in a giant ass truck just to make it an off-road vehicle to compete with the Raptor. I don't even think Chevy even has any off-road vehicles. I don't know. Chevy's really falling behind with everybody anymore. That's why they're not making Camaros. I don't even see Chevys at drag strips anymore. It's all Mopar and Mustangs. That's all I ever see. And they dominate. Are there fast, you know, Camaros and Corvettes? Yes, but they're not really selling. They're not doing that well. So I just think that TRX, not going to be a good idea. I wouldn't get one. And maybe if I was rich and I had the money just to blow on whatever, yeah, I'll probably get one. And I'd probably just take the motor and buy a single cab Ram. Or I'd buy a single cab Ram and buy the motor. But, you know, that's my opinion, guys, on the Rebel TRX that is officially confirmed. Just don't think it's going to be the best thing. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't think sell too many of them because it's going to be too high a price range. And I just, not a big fan of it, but should be cool to see what happens when people do come come out with them and stuff like that. Maybe, you know, throw some 17s on it and see what it could do with the drag strip. Put some drag tires on it. Even not even drag tires. You just put 17s and some regular size tires off of these trucks instead of them big, huge, heavy 37s that are on them now. But yeah, that's my thought on the Ram Rebel TRX. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you gotta do. You know what it is. Till the next one, fellas. Peace.